to The Cruise Show. Richard with you here at Vision Cruise with some really amazing cruise and stay holidays. The holidays we're featuring in this particular programme, we've got a stay in Singapore and a cruise holiday too. They're longer duration voyages, so do stick around. But if you want to get in touch with us here, it's very simple. It's a toll-free number, 1300 131713. The number's on the screen there, and we'll keep that up for the duration of the programme. You can always email us, studio@visioncruise.com.au with any of your comments there. Maybe if you've been to Singapore before, I love to receive your pictures on Singapore as well. Do email them into us. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Vision Cruise Oz on there. Give us a like, give us a follow, and you can start joining in all the cruise fun and adventure on there too, and share your cruise pictures with us too. And of course, our website is your first port of call for any cruise information. It's visioncruise.com.au. Here you are, you can see it there. We've got all the cruises literally there that you can find, which are all just a click away right now. Now today on The Cruise Show, we have combined some amazing cruises around Asia with stays in Singapore. The voyages, as I was saying before, we're featuring today are of a longer duration. Now this means that you can escape and get away with a stay in Singapore before or after your relaxing cruise holiday, seeing as much or as little as you can, as much as you want to do for a longer period. Now these holidays that we are featuring are exclusive to Vision Cruise. Our cruise experts have put these holidays together just for you. So let's have a look at what Singapore has to offer. Singapore is a young, dynamic nation and a cosmopolitan city of possibilities, and there is so much for everyone to enjoy. For food lovers, treat yourself to delicacies by hawker heroes, homegrown chefs or Michelin-starred restaurants. This is where your passion for discovering more taste than you have taste buds is made possible. There really are some amazing dishes which you can try, including the fish head curry. Now this is a stew of curry cooked with vegetables and the whole head of fish. You can enjoy a laksa. Now this is a spicy coconut milk based noodle soup, typically served with prawns, fish cake and fried tofu. The Nasi Lemak is a fragrant rice dish cooked in coconut oil and pandan leaf, accompanied by an array of side dishes like omelette, fried fish and anchovies. And you must try the satay, which are the grilled meat skewers served with a spiced peanut dipping sauce. Wow, my mouth is watering just thinking about these delicious dishes. Now, when you've enjoyed the cuisine, why not enjoy the many cultural attractions that Singapore has to offer? Experience the rich tapestry of her cultural diversity of the past and present. Now, Kampong Glam is Singapore's Malay Arab quarter where you can buy colourful batik created from the traditional cloth dyeing technique, or you can experience the age-old art of perfume making. A must-see is the historic Sultan Mosque, which was built in 1824. Now, under its massive golden dome is a prayer hall that accommodates up to 5,000 worshippers. And a visit to Little India will show you the street names bearing legacy to the cattle trade that once thrived in the area, and visit one of the oldest Hindu temples in Singapore, which was built in 1955. You can indulge in fish head curry at the Banana Leaf Apollo, a restaurant that has been serving up authentic Indian cuisine since 1974. On top of all of this is a great choice of attractions and shopping opportunities for you to enjoy also in Singapore. So let's get underway then with our first holiday, and this is a voyage to the Far East, and we're going to be heading away with Royal Caribbean International on board the Voyager of the Seas this time round. So this is giving you a flavour of what life is like on board a Royal Caribbean International holiday here. You can see out on top deck they have the Flow Rider, which is a surf simulator. We'll see that very, very shortly. You've got the sports courts here as well. That's the rock climbing wall that you can see there. All of these facilities here you're seeing, they're all included in the price of your cruise holiday. This is the Flow Rider I was talking about there, and this is a surf simulator at sea, which really is great fun there. If you're a beginner or whether you've been an experienced surfer, it really is well worth having a go on board. Around the ship you can find lots of areas on top deck to relax, lots of areas also inside the ship as well on board Voyager of the Seas. They have the great shows every evening, they have a choice of different restaurants on board as well. There are the bars and lounges, there's the gym facilities and the spa treatments if you want to enjoy those when you're on your holiday and enjoying one of these voyages. Who doesn't want to be pampered when they're on a cruise too? Look at that. That's the well-equipped gym there. And there is that hair and beauty salon. So let's get you away now on the 31st of August for 14 nights. We're going to start off by flying you from Australia, and we're going to fly you out to Hong Kong. Now, this is based on flights from Sydney. Other airports available, give us a call. We'll quote you separately. 3-night stay in Hong Kong there. Maybe take the hop on, hop off bus, visit the Temple Street Night Market. That's a must visit. We're then on to Hanoi is our next port of call, sailing from Hong Kong to Hanoi, the old quarter there with its narrow streets. Then we're cruising you on to Da Nang. You've got the Marble Mountains here, famous Dragon Bridge as well. Then we're cruising you on to Nha Trang. Now here you can go on a safari if you want to do that, or you can just relax on a beach for the day. And if you want to add on any excursions, do give us a call and we can quote you separately here at Vision Cruise. Ho Chi Minh City is our next port of call here. You go to the large maze of wartime tunnels there. Then we're going to be cruising into Singapore. We've got a 3-night stay in Singapore here. Singapore, go and visit Orchard Road for the designer brand shopping there if you want to do that too. And then we're going to be flying you back to Australia. We've got prices on this one starting from just $2,299 per person. Should we have a look at those details? And if you want to enjoy an inside room, there's your price there. We've also got outside ocean view rooms from $2,399 per person. Not forgetting you've got your flights and your overseas transfers. And if you want to enjoy what a balcony has to offer, that's from just $2,539 per person for a balcony stateroom. Now, with this one, we've got your 3-night stay in Hong Kong, your 7 nights on board the Voyager of the Seas, and your 3-night stay in Singapore at the end of your cruise holiday. Your stays in Hong Kong and your stays in Singapore, they're on a room-only basis, but lots of things to do in either of those destinations there. You saw some of the footage there of Singapore before we started on the cruise there, looking at the different destinations you can visit, some of the cuisine you could be trying as well. If you want to try this cruise holiday, do give our cruise experts a ring. It's a toll-free number, 1300 131713. And if you want to maybe customise this a little bit further, have longer in Hong Kong or Singapore, do give our cruise experts a call on that number, and we can quote you separately for that one. Let's get you away now with Princess Cruises, and this is the Sapphire Princess on a Singapore and Roman Sapphire itinerary. Now, this is one of my favourite longer voyages we offer here at Vision Cruise. It's a 32-night voyage where we're going to be taking you, flying you from Australia to Singapore. We've got a great cruise where we're going to be taking you to Cochin in India. We're off to Dubai. We're going to Europe, then to Athens, and we're going to end up in Rome as well, which is going to be fantastic. Now, for this particular voyage, I should say, we've got 27 nights on board the Sapphire Princess. Now, this is giving you a flavour of what you can experience with Princess Cruises, which is all about 5-star voyaging. When it comes to dining, there's a choice of dining options for you to enjoy here. They have everything from the restaurants with the waiter-served menu. They have the specialty dining options. There's a self-service buffet, and there's even burgers and fries by the pool if you want to enjoy some of that. And when you're going to be enjoying 20 nights on board the Sapphire Princess, I think you'll probably get time to work your way around most of those dining options too. So this is Singapore and Roman Sapphires on board the Sapphire Princess on the 8th of March for 32 nights. It all starts when we're going to fly you from Australia, based on Sydney, out to Singapore. Once we get to Singapore, maybe you could take in a night safari here, one of the most popular tourist attractions. You get a 2-night stay in a hand-picked hotel. Sailing from Singapore, we're off to Phuket as our first port of call here. You've got the dramatic forested hills there, the beautiful coastline and the stunning buildings. We're then cruising you on to our next port of call, which is to Colombo. Here you can relax on some of the world's finest beaches, go and explore the temples, the halls and the palaces too. Then we're going to be cruising you on to Cochin. Now here you've got St. Francis Church, which really is a beautiful building here as well. You're going to get to see some great scenery as we cruise around this part of the world. We're then on to Dubai. Now when you're into Dubai, you've got the shopping opportunities here, the malls there as well. If you want to add on any of these excursions, do give us a call and we can quote you separately on that one. You've got the bustling souks here, the markets with the spices that you can try, and you can smell them when we arrive too. We're then cruising you on through some great ports of call here. You've got the Roman Amphitheatre and the museum, which you can visit here. We're then going through the Suez Canal Transit, which this is what you're going to see when you are on board Sapphire Princess as we cruise through the Suez Canal. We're then on to Piraeus is our next port of call. Now this is in Greece. This is the port where you can head to Athens for the day, where you can go and explore the Acropolis maybe if you want to go and do that. We're then cruising onto Malta next, onto Valletta. You've got Grandmaster's Palace there, which is well worth a visit itself. We're then cruising onto Messina, is our next port of call, with Mount Etna, Taormina. Maybe go and visit a local vineyard when you're there too. We're then going to be cruising you onto our next port of call to Naples on the stunning Amalfi coast there. Mount Vesuvius, take a trip to Pompeii for the day. We're then cruising you up the coast to Civitavecchia. This is the port for Rome. That's where we're going to get you off the Sapphire Princess. We're going to give you a 2-night hotel stay in Rome at a really good hand-picked hotel there on a bed and breakfast basis, and then we're going to fly you back to Australia. Wow, all that is included at a great price from just $5,099 per person. Let's have a look at those details once again. Now, the great thing about this holiday is if you've got relatives that maybe are living in the Middle East or maybe living in Europe, it's a great way to go and see them. It's a great way to see the relatives, and at the same time, you're enjoying a relaxing holiday. Now, this is just one of the longer voyages, longer cruises that we can do here at Vision Cruise. It's a 32-night holiday. If you wanted to have longer in Singapore at the beginning of the adventure or longer in Rome, all you have to do is give our cruise experts a call. It's a toll-free number, 1300 131713. You get through to a dedicated cruise expert here, and we can go through all of those different options with you. Remember, you're getting that stay in Singapore before your holiday, your 2-night hotel stay. You've got 27 nights on board the Sapphire Princess, and you've also got then your 2-night stay in Rome at the end of your adventure. The number you need to make a note of is at the bottom of the screen there. It's toll-free 1300 131713. You'll get through to our cruise experts here, and they can get you booked on board that cruise adventure. We're going to be taking away now with P&O Cruises, and we're on board the Pacific Dawn for an Indonesian itinerary now on the 23rd of August next year for 15 nights. Now, the Pacific Dawn, wow, has so many facilities for you to enjoy. You can look out to sea from the observation deck. You can chill out in the 3-story atrium, test your courage at the P&O Edge Adventure Park. You can dance the night away in the Dome. You can relax in the spa treatment. You can enjoy the facilities in the water parks on top deck. And once you've enjoyed strolling across deck there, you can take the adventure into the ship and enjoy all the facilities inside the ship as well. Look at that food. So this is Pacific Dawn. We've got a 15-night holiday now on the 23rd of August next year. We're going to start off by flying you from Australia out to Singapore. Now, this is based on flights from Brisbane. When you get to Singapore, you maybe take a trip to the bird park there. We've got the largest bird paradise with nearly 3,500 birds. We're then going to be sailing from Singapore, and we're on to Bali as our first port of call here. You'll see the temples in Bali, maybe take in a safari park whilst you're there too. We're then going to cruise you on to our next port of call to Komodo Island. Now, go to visit the Kampung Komodo here. It's a very small village and not many people go there. It's well worth visiting. We're then on to Darwin is our next port of call. We're going to be overnighting on board here. It's a popular waterfront area, has several beaches and green areas. Go visit the museums and art gallery. Ollie Beach is our next port of call. Maybe go snorkeling, visit the Whitsunday Islands, or go parachuting if you want to do that. And then we're going to be cruising you back into Brisbane. So we've got prices here starting from just $2,149 per person. That's based on 2 people sharing an inside room. Let's have a look at those details once again. Now, with this particular cruise, availability is limited. The outside ocean view rooms, they are sold out. If you want to have a balcony, that price for a balcony is just $2,819, I should say, per person if you want to get on board that one for a balcony room. So this is 15 nights on board the Pacific Dawn on the 23rd of August, flying you from Australia out to Singapore, where you're going to get that 2-night stay at a hand-picked hotel. We are then going to be sailing from Singapore, visiting Bali, Komodo Island, Darwin, where we'll overnight, Harley Beach, and then cruising you back into Brisbane after your 13 nights on board the Pacific Dawn, and then that's where all our adventure will come to an end. Now, if you want a different airport from Brisbane, give us a call and we can quote you separately. It's a toll-free number 1300 131713. That's toll-free 1300 131713, or do check out that website, which is visioncruise.com.au. Now, if you want to extend your stay even further in Singapore, if you've seen holidays that depart from Singapore, you want a couple of nights, it really is an amazing destination. Do give our cruise experts a call on that number at the bottom of the screen, and we can package something together exclusively just for you. Well, sadly, time has beaten us once again. I'll be back very soon with more great deals from Vision Cruise. Bye-bye for now.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.